Let's do this. I'm tryna be one of the greatest, and my brothers say they got me, so I spit some of the latest of this hard not life of a young black creator, of a legend to be told. You gon' watch this shit unfold.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fearless Conversations podcast. And I am your host, Holden Hollingsworth, and we back again with episode number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And like I start every episode, man, if you tuned in right now, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, because you can be anywhere else right now. Your attention could be anywhere else. You can be doing whatever else you could be doing. But you tuned in right now with me, and thank you for that. Thank you. And to those that are tuned in still, you can reach me via email, and that email is contact@holdenhollingsworth.com, CONTACT @Holden, Hollingsworth, HOLLINGSWORTH.com. And I keep telling myself I got to change that email, and I mean it. Like, I spell it out and I don't realize how long my damn name is. So but yeah, man, you can use that email. You can send any inquiries. You can, use it to book me any speaking events, any engagements. Utilize that email. And then also, if you're listening and if you're watching, if you not connected with me yet on social media, you can look me up on any platform. And my handle is just Holden Hollingsworth. So just @Holden Hollingsworth anywhere social, and you can connect with me there as well. So now that we got the wonderful intro out the way, we can move into today's conversation that we're gonna have. And today's conversation, it's gonna start off with a little bang. It's a touchy subject. Not really touchy, but fuck it, I'll just get into it. Making it all dramatic and shit. So no, the first conversation we're gonna talk about today, man, is just manifestation and blessings. However you look at, reaping what you sow, and what source it come from or whatever, however you look at that shit, this is what we're gonna talk about. Because I see so much toxic positivity online, you know what I mean? And I see that shit, I seen it in myself too. And when I want to say toxic positivity, it's just you think shit gonna go right no matter what constantly, which is nothing wrong with positive thinking, but sometimes positive thinking can be toxic too, in a sense. And a lot of us, we think just having a positive mindset and a positive outlook on life is just gonna automatically grant us our manifestations and our blessings. We think if we just stay down and keep pushing through and, taking the scraps of this shit we call life and having a positive mindset about it, we still gonna get everything we manifest and desire. But that shit ain't it, because so many of us is taking our time for granted, and we don't want to put the full action into getting those manifestations. So we not meeting, God at halfway. We just stagnant, waiting and hoping something just gonna fall in our fucking lap. That's how a lot of people view manifestation and, getting blessings and everything like that. So with this first topic, I really want to just encourage you right now that's listening and watching to just act and take any action, bro. Because I know it can be hard. It can be scary as hell. Because you got dreams. I don't care who listening right now. You got ambitions, you got goals, you got visions that you just can't stop thinking about. It might not even be something where you got to make money off of it. It might just be a hobby, a project, anything. You just can't stop thinking about it. And, you got to find the time and you got to do this. But, dude, take action, fam. and you can continue to get more blessings dropped and handed to you. You can continue to manifest more things the more you take action. So my message right here is just to encourage you to just take small actions, accumulate your small wins. Cause for real, when we think about taking action on shit, we think about stepping 10 yards ahead rather than taking, a couple steps. So we always want to go for the gusto and fast forward and get everything we thought about right now and have it tomorrow. That's how a lot of us think. But basically, yeah, let's just go ahead, take the small steps, the small actions, man. And that shit's scary because you just literally stepping into the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen. You scared to fail. You scared to look crazy. You scared to what motherfuckers gonna think. But you holding yourself back, and you still thinking that you gonna manifest the life you want, but you not. That shit gonna be bullshit because you're not taking no action. You're not doing anything to better yourself or invest in yourself and your dream, your vision, and your goal. So don't feel offended. Just feel like, damn, bro, getting on my ass. Let me lock in type shit. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. But we just sit around thinking our blessings supposed to just fall in our lap without doing the work. You got to do the work. You're not just going to sit around and manifest everything. Just meditate and shit going to be gravy. You got to get out here, man. Boots on the ground. And swing the goddamn bat. Because you can sit in the dugout and watch the game. But when you get up there to bat, you better take a motherfucking swing and you better keep swinging if you miss, goddammit. Because the only time you really lose is when you give up and quit. That's the only time you really lose. Because other than that, you just learning. You're just learning. And speaking of just learning, hey, but I get so fucking excited. No, hey, speaking of just learning though, we on episode number 4. I gotta shout that out again because what I'm doing right now, y'all witnessing this shit, bro. I'm trusting the unknown. I'm putting my faith in front of my fear. Actually, I'm still, you feel me, acting in spite of fear being there. But I'm 4 episodes in, so I'm still learning. I'm still finding my voice, man. And I just had to clap that up for myself because show y'all how it is to just celebrate your small wins. I gotta stop saying so much too. See, I'm noticing certain things like to just improve on, but you still just gotta go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Still gotta go for it. Yeah. Stop thinking you gonna manifest shit, bro. Just sitting there on your ass. If anything, you doing the universe a disservice because you're not putting everything you already equipped with to use. You just sitting there playing around, scrolling on your phone, watching everybody else make moves. I'm just saying. I was once there too. So, speaking of sitting around on your phone, scrolling, watching everybody else make moves, you think you too damn good to get into content creation or to just get into utilizing social media, period. You are a fucking watcher. You watching everybody else's lives change because of this fucking tool that we call a phone that's in our pocket that everybody's using to make money from, using it to be creative, and you sitting here just watching. You just watching, bro. So I feel like those people who are looking down on content creation and looking down on just the whole space we in right now currently is missing out on a huge opportunity because you thinking that you too good or you scared to look like you don't know what you're doing. You missing out on a big opportunity right now. I don't know what world you living in. I don't know if it's 2018, 2016. But that world is far behind us. Everything is digital. Everything is digital now. Everybody attention is on these apps. Everybody attention. You might not want to. I will rephrase it. Your success might look of a certain way to you, but whatever that success is, I promise you will get that by utilizing social media and creating content. You know, you don't even gotta show your face if you scared to show your face. Like, but just please, this is my advice to those people that's listening right now. You have goals, you got shit you want to do, and you know you can do and build. The old world is fucking gone. You gotta utilize your social. You gotta utilize social media. You gotta utilize these apps. You gotta utilize this space and this time and era right now, and capitalize on it right now. Start building right now. It's not too late. Stop feeling like everything is too late. You might be a little late to the party, but we are still in a nice spot with the digital economy and the creator economy. So stop feeling like you just too good. Because honestly, you too good. You're missing out on opportunities right now, money. And it might not even be money. It might just be the experience. And all this time you can just be learning. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people aren't benefiting, drastically when it comes to making a shit ton of money or making a lot of money from social media. But at least they out here putting the reps in and they already gonna be prepared. So when certain opportunities are presented to them, they already got the knowledge and they put the work in and the amount of reps in to step into that next step of, getting money or whatever it is. That's, like I said, they success means for them. I feel like so many people is wasting time and are so behind that shouldn't be behind, but they scared. I ain't gonna say they're scared. They just, yeah, y'all scared to look crazy. And I don't know, like I used to look at content creation, all that shit like it was corny and stuff like that too. But it allowed me to discover a lot of things about myself, and it also allowed me to find my voice and help others as well, and also with other business ideas and business things like that. My message right there for you, bro, is just to go ahead and start, make some content, download TikTok, whatever it is you want to download and start on. And when you do get into content creation, right, you can start casually just posting your stories. That helped me a lot. Was just posting on my story because you're not posting everything right away to your whole timeline to the public. So posting your stories, get familiar with it, resonate with it, find what you want to talk about and do and post and go from there. Because there's too much money out here. There's too much opportunities out here that's literally in your pocket. We just don't utilize our phones the way we should when it comes to that. Everybody's different. You might not want that. You know what I mean? You might not want that. You might just want to be a scroller and an observer. Me, I made the decision like, nah, I'm cool. If I'm going to be on these apps, I'm going to utilize these apps. I'm going to have fun with this shit, but I'm not about to sit up here and scroll on it all day and fucking just scroll my life away. Like, nah. So, another thing I really want to touch on that we're going to talk about, that the trap of entitlement when it comes to being a content creator. And I felt this as a creator. I definitely felt this. And I know you watching and you listening right now have felt this, or you are going through this. And I call this the entitlement trap, or creator entitlement. I like the entitlement trap better because we get stuck in these traps of thinking that everybody gotta respond, everybody gotta react and share all of our content. And if they don't, they just some hating ass motherfuckers. That's basically where your mindset be like, I got all these people, all these followers on my damn page, and everybody just watching my shit. And I feel you. I feel you 110% because I used to think like this too. But that shit is gonna hold you back. That way of thinking is gonna hold you back as a creator on social media. Just being honest, 100%. And the reason why I say it's gonna hold you back is because, say you got a bucket, right? And you got, believe all your beliefs, you trusting in yourself and all that, and you believe in what you putting out, you confident in what you putting out, but when you stuck in that entitlement trap, it put cracks in that bucket. Because now you got energy leaking out. Because now you putting energy on noise. And it's nothing but noise, bro. All these metrics, all these fucking reactions, shares, comments, all that's just noise that you're focusing on. A lot of, like, some of it can be analytics that you can study, like your target audience, the age demographics, things like that. That's cool. But when it comes to who watching your story, who's reacting to your story, who's reacting to your post, all that, me personally, I think that's just noise. So like I said with the bucket example, when you feel entitled to this shit, you literally leaking out energy and you putting your energy into the wrong shit. You put your energy into the wrong things, bro. Because I say this. How many people do you know right now got a clothing brand, doing YouTube, making social media content, posting every day? You got a lot of people that you know, right? And then to get on there, you gotta like, share everybody's stuff that you know or whatever every day. That's like a job in itself. As a creator, I found my voice and I found more joy into creating when I hit this switch and I escaped this entitlement trap, because I was once entitled just like you. I used to be like, damn, people just on my shit just watching me. They not reacting. They just watching what I'm doing, and we call them monitoring spirits. Like, I got all these monitoring spirits just watching my page. And I felt so entitled that just because I dropped, somebody had to react to it just because it's me. Somebody had to share it and comment just because it's my shit. And you know how many other people think like that? That shit toxic. Whatever I might have dropped, it either might have not resonate with the people that's on my socials, or the content was just ass, or they just wasn't rocking with it, or they just didn't have the time to react to my shit. But like, who truly knows why people don't react to your stuff? It could be those things I listed, 3 things, or it can be something else. But stop feeling entitled to have and have everybody react to just your shit, and then feel some type of way when people don't. Make better content, or just keep putting it out and stop putting your energy towards it. That shit just slowing you down and it's giving you unnecessary stress, in my opinion. And I'm not downing nobody who think like this, because I literally used to think like this. I used to be like, bro, why the fuck am I getting all these views on my shit and I'm only getting like 10 likes? You know what I mean? I was stuck in that shit. So, and it's so easy to get burnt out from trying to focus on all that. So my advice to you, man, with that entitlement trap, that creator entitlement, please stop being so entitled, thinking everybody has to like and do everything because it's you dropping, bro. You gotta stop. That shit weak. And so, like, because I'm not even gonna touch no more on that entitlement segment, because it's just it's self-explanatory. You know what I mean? Like, this shit makes so many people entitled. It's crazy. So another thing I want to talk about before this video and this conversation end today. My bad, y'all. I'm just getting my notes right. All right, yeah. So, how y'all feeling right now, bro? I've been just going through my topics for real. I'm over here getting this shit off my chest, man. How we feeling, man? We Oh man, let me slow down. I keep trying to rush this episode. I gotta go get my son in a minute from school, so I'm over here like going through my notes, and I'm like, damn, I'm lucky moving fast, bro. How y'all feeling? On episode 4, I'm feeling good. Feeling good, man. How everybody doing with their books? I gotta start posting my updates for my book that I've been reading this month. I actually just bought another book off Amazon that I'm gonna show y'all on TikTok. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, my bad. I had to get my everything together on my end right here. So we talked about so far, content creation, why it might be benefits of starting to create content, and then we talked about the creator entitlement. Feeling so entitled when it comes to your social media presence. And the last thing I want to talk about, when it comes to just the content creation, is the death of the follower. Dun dun dun. I'm corny as hell, dude. The death of the follower, bro. Times has changed on social media. I feel like social media died back in 2023, 2022 ish, because your follower count don't matter like it used to. And the reason why I say your follower count don't matter is because we don't even see content really from people that we follow. Like I would have to go to a certain person's page or like a certain artist's page to make sure they still dropping or making content and shit, because I don't see people that I follow content. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Our For You page and our timelines and shit is just all based on the algorithm, based on what we consume and what they think might fit us based on what they witness us consuming. So when I say the death of the follower, I mean that as in, if you're a creator right now and you are chasing followers, stop. Stop that shit. Followers, all that shit's dead now. It don't matter how many followers you got. To a certain degree. I'll say that. Because you need a threshold to hit when it comes to, monetizing your content and all that. But overall, the follower count don't matter outside of that. I feel like just the follower itself is dead. It's so many people that's creating content. It's so many people that are, selling things and shit like that too. But overall, I feel like the follower part of social media is dead. And what that means for you. What does that mean for you, the creator? It's an opportunity for everybody. For everybody. Because followers don't mean nothing to you as a small creator, imagine the bigger creators that have hundreds and thousands of followers and things like that, but it's still getting the same amount of reach that you getting, even though you got less followers. That means the playing field is a little more even, if you ask me. Being 100, being 100. Now you got the opportunity to reach the same audience that higher creator with all them followers and shit can reach too, because the algorithm doesn't really give content out based on who people follow. It give content out based on what that person is interested in and what they're into. So if they're into content and things that you do and you interested in and you putting out, they gonna see your shit right along with the higher creator, the person that's been doing it longer, that has a more established looking profile, whatever. The playing field is even now, fam. Everything is shifted, and it's gonna shift again. But right now, where we at, My advice to anybody that's creating content, looking to create content, stop focusing on followers. Followers, number one, they'll come. They'll attract to you, but stop focusing on that shit. Stop. The follower era of social media is dead. That shit is dead. They don't show you content from people that you follow. The algorithm gives you what you're into because they know what you're into. They know what you're clicking on. They know what gets your attention. All this shit is just lined up for that. So stop focusing on your followers, man. Stop. Stop doing that. That shit weak. It's over with. You playing a game on another level. You playing an old game. Like you still basically playing 2K23 and 2K26 is out type shit. That's basically what you're doing. You playing an old game that it's not gonna get you nowhere. It's not gonna help you grow. But on the other end of the stick, it's an opportunity for everybody to grow. It's an opportunity for everybody to get their content out and get it reached to the people that need to see that specific piece of content, that specific piece of information that you putting out. So it's not all bad either. You know what I'm saying? It's still good in that shit. And I know I've been like a little all over with my topics within these last 4 episodes, but I'm really, like I said, I'm trying to find my voice. I know who I want to reach with my podcast, you know, but I'm gonna go back after today and just kind of look at some things. And we always working to get better, but I'm not rushing nothing. I'm just really finding some traction right now and talking about things that I'm into and I'm good to talk about naturally as well and have conversations about. In our next few episodes, we're gonna start diving deeper though and more subjects, but on a deeper level. Like right now, I feel like I'm still on the outskirts. Like I ain't dive real too deep into nothing yet, but I'm in these 4 episode spots. Now I can go back, look at data, things like that. But then these next set of 4 episodes, 4 to 5 episodes, that's when that shift you're gonna notice the shift in the podcast, and when I really find strong suit of what I want to really, really, really keep talking about, dive into, and find my micro niche. Um, I said I'm gonna niche the whole fucking podcast down because it's still gonna be what it is, but there would be tweaks and things like that y'all gonna see. Like, he getting good. So thank y'all for growing with me. Thank y'all for being here with me every step of the way, man. Cause this shit is just the beginning, y'all. We 4 episodes in. So let's clap that shit up, man. I always clap my wings up. So as we inch to the end, closer of this episode, since we've been talking about social media this whole episode, why not end it with some solutions to all my people that be on social media, and posting and be on the damn apps, bro. I want to let y'all know that it's okay to set boundaries with social media. And I'm gonna give y'all a couple tips that I use to set my boundaries with social media because it can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming because we got life outside of social media. So a lot of us got kids, a lot of us got families, work, things like that outside of it. So you don't want to be burnt out and just mentally drained just because of social media and your usage. So a lot of the thing that I do, one of the things that I do when it comes to setting boundaries with my social media is I turn off all my notifications. Not some apps, all of it. That's number one. Turn off the notifications for your social medias. Like, I'm not even gonna rush into number two. Because with number one, when you turn off the notifications, fam, that shit is peaceful. It is. Like, it you don't see all these notifications coming down, especially when you post. You get a lot of interactions. You don't feel the pressure to want to respond to everybody. You respond when you respond, and you get to focus on a lot of other things. So, number one is turning off your notifications with social media. Number two, if you still get on social media, you post. What I like to do is um, post and exit. I call it my post and exit strategy. So you just literally you post your video, post your picture, whatever, and you instantly just hop right back off that motherfucker. Like just post and get right back off. That helps me a lot because I can. It's so tempting to just want to keep on the scroll and see what's going on. As soon as you post your content, and then you gotta wait for it to upload. So if you somebody that still get on social media to post your content and post your stuff, just post and get right back off that motherfucker instantly. Cause you're gonna be too tempted to want to stay on there and scroll your life away. But now you're gonna scroll and you're gonna sit there. So just post, hop back off. And then number three, the another way I set boundaries with social media is I have a social media or content planner, content scheduler, where it posts on all my platforms whenever I wanted to post. And I'll put this in the bio as well. The website is called buffer.com. And I utilize Buffer to set up all my content, and then you can choose the day and the time that you want to drop it, and it'll post all your content for you on your socials without you even having to get on your socials and get on there and tempted to just become distracted or be in there for another 30 minutes to an hour just scrolling. I know how that shit be. So those are my 3 tips. Shit, what the fuck? I want to edit that out so bad. I'm not. Damn, I done caught a fucking mic to the mouth, bro, on live. Shit, I can't even edit that out. That's part of the podcast. Wow. Damn. See, you could be embarrassed about it or just go with the flow. Fuck, I do that. Anyways, man, my 3 tips when it comes to setting boundaries on social media. Tip number 1, turn off all social media notifications. Tip number 2, if you post content on social media, you get on social media to post, you need to post and get right off. Don't do nothing. Don't go look at your profile, anybody else's profile, your timeline. You're going to be too tempted to just stay on there and scroll. Number 3, you want to go to buffer.com. It's a free social media tool where you can post your content automatically through your schedule that you create. And you can choose the date and the time for when you want to post that content. And that is called buffer.com. And I will put that website in the description on this YouTube description. If you listen on Spotify or Apple Music, you can just head over to the YouTube channel and get the link. Or you can just look it up yourself. It's Buffer, Buffee.
Oh no!
BUFFER.com. And then it's free. Buffer is free for up to 3 social media accounts. If you got more than 3 social media accounts that you want to upload on, you got to, get the paid subscription. So if you're looking just for the free version, it's free for up to 3 social media platforms. So set boundaries with social media. That's the best way is to set boundaries for me that I use. Oh, what's up? That's the best way that I set my boundaries, man. So, whoa, that was loud. Damn, I messed my mic up. So, with this being said, I think we reached the conclusion of this conversation, man. I hope this was a good conversation for y'all. If y'all still listening, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel and follow the podcast if you listen on Apple Podcasts or if you're listening on Spotify Podcasts. Whatever you do, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get that ding every time your boy drop a video, man. And unfortunately, we didn't get no emails for this episode. We didn't get no emails, so I want to encourage y'all to send emails out. And once again, the email is contact@holdenhollingsworth.com. You can send your emails out there, and we can go over them, on the next episode. So I think it was a successful day, a successful conversation that we had about the content creation and just, the whole content creator space. So if you felt like you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget, hit the like button, follow the podcast, and it's been good. It's been a good podcast. So I appreciate y'all for listening. If you still here, if you stayed the whole time, thank you. I know sometimes I can get a little off track. I can rant a little bit. But we only 4 episodes in, so we're going to keep getting better together, man. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. So it's been great talking to y'all. It is your host, Holden Hollingsworth, and I am signing out for the day. And I'll see y'all next week, man. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget, stay fearless. Stay you. And all you can do is just be you, man. All right, see y'all next week, man. I'm out. Let's get it.